It's best to pull the dishwasher out and lay it on its side. Getting at the connections and all the fittings will be easier this way. Alright, first attempt at a YouTube video. It's funny. Kenmore. I have a Kenmore dishwasher. Circulating pump quit working. My drain pump works, but the circulating pump quit working, and I believe you can see why here, as it's all corroded, got sediment all over it. So I'm thinking it just finally rusted up and seized up. So I pulled the dishwasher out, turned the breaker off, cut the power. Water is still hooked up, so it's probably a good idea to shut that off. The first connection to be removed is this hose off from the drain pump. Be done with a set of pliers. Okay, back to disassembly of the circulation pump. As you can see, there's 3 clips, one here in the back, and they just pull out like so. There's 3 of those. That's the infamous one in the back that the other videos tell you about but don't show you. Another one up here in front by the circulation motor. Pull that one out. And another one down here on the bottom. And they are just a simple clip, just shove in, pull out. And then we're going to go around and have to disconnect all the electrical connections. And you're probably going to want to take some photos of those to keep track of where they go. So I'm going to stop and take digital pictures so I have a record. The following pictures will show you a view of what wires went where, so you know where to put them back for reassembly. Okay, I've removed wires from 3 places. The little thermostat sensor here. There's a main assembly clip for the motor. Disconnected that. And then over here, may not have had to take these off because this drain tube has to be pulled off, and again that's going to take a Torx bit. One screw right here, take off this drain assembly, and then I believe I should be, well, yeah, and then I'm gonna have to take these 2 off here so I can remove this is the drain pump. I may be able to twist that off and get that out of the way. We'll see here. I remember them saying that twisted on there, but I'm going to remove this piece first here. Okay, now we are taking apart the drain pump assembly, and there's a little clip here. Push with your finger, and this simply will twist and comes off like so. A little bit of water. Good thing to have a towel down here to catch all your water. This was working fine on mine. The cancel and drain operation was working fine, but I could hear the motor hum, and these motors have an emergency shut off. They'll try to operate, and after like a minute, if they don't operate, they'll shut themselves off. So that'll be the humming you hear instead of hearing the water being pumped in your dishwasher like you'd normally hear it swooshing around. That's what the pump should be making. But if you get a steady humming sound and then you hear it click off, that means your motor is seized or stuck because of some reason, and then you have to go through this. But now you can see that I've taken off the drain pump, I've removed the 3 clips, and now the whole assembly now can be pushed into line up that little drain tube there. See, there's a little notch cut out. Little notch cut out here in the bottom of the dishwasher. That enables you to get the whole assembly pushed to the inside, and then you can get it out and then proceed to either, I've seen the whole assembly, this whole plastic and pump assembly can be replaced, or I'm going to see if I can just replace the pump here. And of course you had to have already removed your racks, the water dispersion system in the unit, get all that out before you attempt this. Okay, I have the assembly out of the dishwasher, and from what I can tell to get this motor off, there's one bolt inside there under this panel, and from what I can tell, that is the only bolt holding it on. So I'm going to use my little, not even sure what size that is, it's a 3/8, little 3/8 driver. Go in there and get that off, and then we'll attempt to take the motor off from the plastic housing. Okay, after removing that one bolt and taking off the plastic guard cover here, there's actually some tabs on here, and I needed to rotate the motor in a counterclockwise position, which is the only way you can move it because of this tab here, and then the entire motor assembly comes out. And now I can check for a clog, or I'm just going to assume that the motor's gone bad and I'm just going to have to replace it. As you can see inside there is another little filter screen here. Probably clean that up. And I don't know, I'll have to get online and see what's cheaper. If it's cheaper just to buy the motor, or I've seen another video where you replace the whole assembly. So that'll be my next step. Did a search at SearsParts.com and found a pump for $112. Well, that's it for disassembly of the Kenmore dishwasher. Waiting for my pump to come in, and then it's just reverse order to reassemble. Just remember, take pictures of where the wires go, cut the power, you don't want a little shock, cut the water, you don't want a mess. Until next time, hey, it's my first one, I'm pretty handy, look for more.